Guys, welcome back to the channel. As you guys remember with the previous video, we did remove the engine, and then obviously today is finally the day that they're going to do some diagnostic with the engine, see what's going for what, do some few diagnostics, test some few things, and then see how it works. But before we continue, please do not forget to support my channel. Please like, comment and subscribe. Let's go.
I can fly.
So first thing that we want to do, as you guys can see, the sleeve of the piston is actually in really good condition. So the only thing what we want to do now, we want to get all the cylinders lined up, and then we want to throw fuel in all three of the cylinders, and then see which ones are leaking through first, so that we know if we've got piston problems or not, and then we will do exactly the same thing with the head, so that we know that if there's problems with the head or with the block. So we're going to start with the block first, see if it's leaking. If it's leaking, then we know we're going to start here. If it's not leaking here, we're not going to go through much. We might just remove some few things so that we can put new gaskets and things like that. But yeah, first things first, like I told you, I'm going to put in some fuel and then see if it's going to leak or not. So now, as you can see, there's fuel in all four of the cylinders. So now we're just going to give it around 5 to 10 minutes, just give it a bit of time, and then we're going to see obviously if the fuel goes down on one of the cylinders and doesn't stay the same, then we know that that cylinder that doesn't have fuel in anymore, it's leaking. So yeah, let's just give it 10 minutes and see what happens. Ons gaan dieselfde doen maar met die head op. Nie.
Ek dink persoonlik, maar gasket het ons dalk. Ek dink is dead.
Ek het ook maar 'n balkies gesien.
As hy heavy gelek het, sou dit al lank uitgeloop.
Ons kom ek ook dink, ek bedoel die rook wat ek aan dink. Het ek ook gedink kan dalk ringlands wees. Ja. Maar soos weer eens as ons ringlands gehad het, sou mos nou deur gegaan het. Nee, wat nou bro? Shop.
Die blok.
Ja, die blok. You can see the fuel is still inside of all of the pistons. Piston tubes only a bit less due to that. Due to cylinder number 2 being vaporized. So yeah, all of the pistons did lose a little bit of fuel, but yeah, all of them it's still fine. The biggest problem was in cylinder 1 because it had no compression. So I do believe that this cylinder number 1 is 100% fine. Even when you look at the sleeves as well, it's really, the sleeves are still beautiful. The biggest problem could be head gasket as well. So now we are busy this side with putting fuel on the valves from cylinder 4 all the way to cylinder 1, so that we can as well see if we have any leaks on the valves as well. Dink ek moet hom maar instuur en 'n kompressietest net doen.
Ja.
En dan wat my vraag is nou, daai shims, is dit spesiale shims of is dit maar net shims?
Dis die ding. As die shim head is, dat dit kan of net, daai kan 'n valve cap ook net wees. Wat net keer dat jou valve nie bo wegwerk as gevolg van die hydraulic lifters nie. Maar as dit 'n shim head is, juis omdat hy double valve springs in het, dink ek is 'n shim head, dan maak hulle omdat elkeen gaan in verskillende size wees. Maar ons moet net kyk op hierdie engine of dit 'n shim head engine is en of dit net gewoon 'n hydraulic is. Weet jy wat, nee? Daar was hy spaakplak wat so gebars het. Hy nie aan die binnekant ook gebars nie. Wat ek wonder of hy nie hier aan die binnekant gebars het. En daai stukkies kak daar ingekom het die veroorsaak het. Ons sal my het instuur dat hulle net vir ons pressures test en dalk net vir ons 'n bietjie skim. Sal ek sê ons moet hom dalk net instuur dat hulle vir ons mooi pressure test, net die valves weer mooi sien. En dan moet ons maar kyk vir 'n koper head guys. Net 'n ligte.
Maar eer lek baie hierdie kant.
Ja, op die intake. Nie baie nie, maar hy lek.
Kyk hier.
Ja, hier so by my op cylinder 1. So 'n bietjie by al twee. By almal bietjie.
Ja, behalwe nommer 4. Nommer 4 uitkom.
Ja. Maar hy is definitief nummer 1 en nummer 2. Nummer 1 jy kan sien dis nog nat.
Ja, hier is
Nummer 2 en nummer 3 jy wil sê, jy wil ook nie so sê nie.
Hierheen is dit nummer 1, 2 en 3 wat hierdie kan petrol lek hoor. Kyk wat daar.
Ja.
Ek sal sê, dink daai was die groot oorsaak met hier in daai spaakplek wat ontplof.
So jy skiem daai wit gedeelte van die spaakplek.
Ja, het geskiet, want kyk hoe hy bo gelei, ons het nou net nie gekyk hoe lyk daai en onder nie. Maar as hy bo so gebars het, hoe sy nie onder gelyk het nie, en juist met al hierdie goedjies wat hier lê, en daai wittigheid wat ons nou kry op die res,
Ja.
dink ek het daai spaakplek se binnekant het ook geskiet, en dan het hy welf oopgedruk, of 'n stuk het ingekom dat die welf nie mooi siet nie, dis hoe daai Shim Cap ook nie, of skeef opgetel het.
Ja.
Want die ding is dat dit in motion gebeur.
So jy skiem, hierso ons moet net oorsiet.
Ja, welfs laat oorsiet, en dan net, dat hom net 'n ligte skiem gee, dat hy net hierdie,
Ja, maar nou onthou soos om gaan skiem gaan ons 'n dik red gasket op moet opsit.
nie as hulle hom 'n ligte skiem gee. Kyk jy, ons wil ons in elk geval koper red gasket toe gaan.
Ja, okay.
So dan kan jy in anyway, jy meet jou ou gasket, en laat jy hulle vir jou so extra mil of so opsit, dan verlaag jy eintlik jou kompressie ook 'n bietjie. Dan kan jy nog bietjie meer boost ook.
Okay, so jy skiem hier op die head, ons doen net
Ja.
valve oorsiet en dan skiem.
Ja, maar ons sê vir hulle dit net 'n ligte skiem, net laat ons net hierdie kan uithaal. Of hulle moet hom net vir ons check hoe lyk jy het. Dan kan ons vandag besluit as hulle vir ons sê nee, is nie regtig nodig vir 'n skiem nie, hulle kan hom net vir ons mooi skoon maak en hierdie miskien net mooi wegpyl.
Of ons vat dit in, ons sê vir hulle doen vir ons 'n check-up op die head, hoe lyk hy, ons betaal dit en dan van daar af weet ons wat gaan aan met die head.
Yes.
En dan ons kyk oor die blok. So ek nou plaf van die blok is nou hierdie daai klein bietjie, ek weet nie of jy kan sien op die kamera nie.
Ja, ek kan hom nie mooi kan sien op die kamera nie. O ja, kan jy hom nou
Bietjie sien. Ons sê vir 'n bietjie uitzoom.
Ja, daar sien jy.
Daar kan jy nou sien.
Maar kyk jy, as
Maar
daar
is
iets
nie-
gebreek was, sou hy petrol deur gesyfer het. So ons kan hom dalk hou.
Want as jy hom nou hier kyk, nee, kyk op die kamera. Nee, hier van daar af is hy af. Hy is nie boontoe op nie, sien jy?
Yes. Maar as jy hom ook kyk, jy sal sien hy's nie helder silwer nie. So is nie 'n nuwe merk nie. Daai kan jy sien soos die ringe het seker daai al nou ingewerk in die ring in.
Ja.
Want as hy so lyk het die ringe al oor hom gewerk.
Ja, maar
so,
nou,
die nuwe ding was jy sal hom duidelik gesien het.
ja, maar nou onthou nou, as ons nou piston gaan uithaal, dan sit nuwe ringe ook.
Ja. Wat se trippie wil jy vat? Wil jy eers net die head check, dat ons kyk wat hy maak. Dat ons die head reg kry, opsit, en dan doen ons weer kompressietoets. Want ons kan 'n kompressietoets doen terwyl hy op die grond staan ook. Ons kan 'n kompressietoets doen, dan draai ons hom net met die hand, net dat hy kompressie optaan, kan ons al die kompressies op hom check.
Jy gaan nie met die hand kan meet nie. Want jy gaan daai vol smooth nodig hê wat hom draai.
Nee, maar sodra jy die engine draai, en hy bou kompressie op, gaan jy hom ook so kan check, want hy het al die kompressie so wat jy hom draai, want hy bou nog steeds kompressie op en hy hou hom daar binne.
Wel as ek sou begin, sou ek liewer wou begin het op die blok self, want ons hom, as hy klaar is, kan ons hom insit en hom net toemaak.
Yes.
Dan as ons aangaan, ek bedoel, ons kan aangaan met die wiring, ons kan die plumbing en goeder so lank doen,
Yes.
en dan van daar af as hy klaar is, ons het net die head opsit, en dan hier aangaan.
Ja. Dan kan ons dit doen, en dan trek ons aan die pistons, check hoe lyk die sleeves, hoe lyk die pistons, worst case scenario ons kry is nuwe stel ringe, hou nie sleeves net 'n bietjie laat hy mooier lyk.
Okay, so skiem ons gaan nou clutch afval, probeer alles afval wat ons kan.
Dit is eintlik nodig goed, ons kan hierdie engine net onder verdood op, trek die sand, maak die conrods los, stoor die piston hier deur. Ons hoef nie die crank uit te haal nie.
En nou die ding is, soos ek sê, die rede hoekom ek die goed wil uithaal, is omdat die ding is zwaar.
Yes.
So nou, het gaan net makliker wees met ons. As ons op die werkstafel kan kry, is ons gesort.
Ja.
Maar nou nie lelik nie, maar ek weet nie hoe die ons uithou vir my om die ding te kan op te tel nie.
Yes.
En ek gaan nie laat jy nie, want jy kan nie.
Ja.
Right, so yeah, as you can see, here's the head, there's the detonation. So yeah, while me and Eugene was talking, we had this theory that we couldn't find the old spark plugs, but we've got the theory that the old spark plugs, that this white, I don't know what you call it, but it burst due to the detonation, and maybe it's that thing that came loose and then started hitting the piston and the head here on the sides. We think so, we're not sure. And then yeah, as you guys saw during the video, when we threw in fuel on top, it did start leaking really slow. But yeah, it was due to that I believe the valves are not sealing properly. So I do believe that we're going to send in the head to be skimmed, as well as so that they can reseat all the valves, as well as reseat all the valves, because when you throw in fuel from the top, you can see the fuel coming out of the intake as well as the exhaust side. Not really fast, I mean it takes time, but you can see it for sure dripping down. So I do believe that that is the cause, not a cause, but one of the causes why it's smoking. So I'll probably send it in. I don't know if there's any one of you that can maybe perhaps help me, that's got a good deal or something on engineering that can maybe assist me. But yeah, anyway, then another thing is I've got the shim caps. So the question that I've got with this shim caps is that, is this the shim, let me just remove it here. Is this the shim that they set on the valves, or is this a standard size? Is all the sizes the same? If not, do they have it at the engineering to set it? How exactly oh goodness, does this work? I just dropped it here on the floor and I don't want to lose this. As I say, I don't know how fast I can get hold of this, but yeah, that's what I want to know. The shims I'm fine with, or the shim caps as they know it, I'm fine with. But with this small piece, like I said, I don't know if it's a factory size or if it's a standard size. Do I still leave this on or still use them? Do I have to use new ones, or do I have to replace them, or do they have different sizes? All of those type of things. So I don't want to lose this at all, because like I said, I don't know how important, I know I obviously have to use it, but I don't know how important this piece is. Like for example, how scarce it is. Does it only come out with the engine? How difficult is it to get it? So like I said, I don't know if I can reuse it, or if I must get new ones, or I don't really know. But if you know anything, please let me down in the comment. I'm really interested in finding out about this. There's a few things as well that I want to know about the engine as well that I will ask you guys. But anyway, like I said, if you know something about this, please comment down below so that I know. And then yeah, let's continue. Like I said, yeah, the head I will send it in so they can reskim it, and then as well do some reseat the valves as well. I would have done it on my own, but it's not a nice job doing it, so I'd rather send it in. So if you have any information, if you can maybe assist me in doing this, it would really be super awesome. It will really assist me, and then yeah, then I know the head is done, all done and dusted. Then now we are busy with the block. What's bothering me with the block is in the inside of this piston. I don't know if you can see. Let me just turn the piston a bit so that you can see it. So in the inside of the piston, there's this really small groove. I don't know if you can see it there, right there. It's not really much. You can definitely feel it with your hand. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's necessary for a brand new sleeve or what to do here, to be honest with you. I don't know if I can just maybe hone it out or something, But yeah, like I said, we are building this thing on a budget, fixing it on a budget, but we want to do it as proper as possible. And then yeah, the valve, the pistons as well doesn't really leak. What we can see from the top, it's not that bad at all. So I don't think that is really necessary for new pistons and those things. But like I said, that's actually bothering me really, this small groove that's in the sleeve here. Like I said, it's not really thick, it's not really leaking through it, but yeah, it's definitely gonna bother me. Like I said, I don't know if I will be able to get away with it. Oh, another thing that I've noticed on the head, I'm not sure if it's a bent valve. I'll probably find out when I send it in to one of the engineering guys. But this shim cap on one of the shims was actually like quite skew on the valve on top. So I don't know, maybe if that was the reason why it didn't have compression. I'm not sure, maybe not, but I hope it's that. I hope I didn't bend the valve. But yeah, like I said, I think this is maybe the reason for my no compression in the piston. I hope so, but otherwise than that, like I said, I really don't hope it's a bent valve. But if it's like that, I mean, then we obviously have to replace it. And yeah, then we'll see. But like I said, we have to send this to engineering first so they can sort that out. And then yeah, like I said, with the head as well, that is bothering me quite a bit. And then another thing that I wanted to ask as well with the head, if I remove the pistons, should I replace the rings as well? And if so, the rings, where do I find the rings? Can I just get them at the engineering shop? Do I have to buy specific rings for this piston, or how does the rings work? If any one of you can let me know as well down in the comments, I would really do appreciate it. It will really assist me in building the engine, fixing it up. Like I said, it's just easier with you guys' support. I don't know much about these things, I don't know everything, but yeah, with you guys' support, it's really going to assist me in building the engine, getting it back to where it's running. But yeah, for now, I want to remove all of the front water pump and the rest of the things, as well as remove the sump, so that I can remove the pistons and see what the pistons look like as well. So I want to check specifically this one, maybe if I have damaged one of the pistons. I don't know if it's necessary, but yeah, I'm gonna try and carry on. And yeah, if I struggle, I would just ask you guys to assist me. I'm sure most of you will be more willing to assist me, due to that you guys really know about the engine. But yeah, like I said, let's continue. I'm gonna remove the front piece, and then as well, I think I'm actually gonna start, because if I look here, it splits here. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start with removing the oil pan, and then once I'm done with the oil pan, I'll start removing the front side. Right, so I decided not to remove this cover. I did put the bolts back. The reason for that is it seems like it's quite sticky. It doesn't really want to come loose, and I also don't want to break it at all. Like I said, these engines are really scarce, and I don't know how difficult it's going to be to find this front piece, as I don't know how difficult it's going to be to find one. So yeah, I just thought I'd just inform you that I'm not going to remove this piece. I'm still hesitating if I'm going to remove the piston or not. I really want to, but at the same note, I also really don't want to. But maybe I should just take a chance and maybe just remove this one. As I said, I don't really like that piece right there. So yeah, now that like I said, I'm going to remove this thing. So yeah, I'm going to remove the pistons. I already did mark them. So yeah, let me remove them one by one, and then we can see from there what the pistons look like, and then I can show you as well, and then you can give me your opinion what the pistons look like. Maybe it's in a good shape, maybe not. But yeah, let's get started. Like I said, it's getting really late. I don't want to work too late tonight, as the last few times I didn't get really much sleep. So yeah, I'm gonna start removing the pistons so that we can see what that looks like. Right, so now we can have a look at the crank. Now it's a bit dirty, but it looks really good to me. No, I shouldn't touch it because I'm even making it worse. But the crank, all of them is looking really well, really good. I don't see any funny things. I don't know what you guys see. Maybe you guys see something different, something I don't know. But the crank itself, it looks really good. I don't think I even need to touch the crank at all. I'm gonna leave that in. Then I want to show you the top of the sleeves quickly. So now you can have a look at the pistons on the top. Like I said, there's the groove. Let's get it right. Yeah, here's the groove that I was a bit concerned about. See as well, here's a small one, but this one I can definitely feel even with my hand. I don't know if I should just try and hone it a bit, or I don't know what you guys think about it. I don't know what your suggestions. This is cylinder number 1, and then here we've got cylinder number 2. Cylinder number 2, it's fine for me. I don't see any funny business. Like I said, maybe you see something that I don't. Maybe you know something that I don't. Cylinder number 3 as well. It's all good and all clear. And then we've got cylinder number 4 as well. It's still really smooth, nothing funny at all. Like I said, just a bit dirty, but it's all well and done. Then when we go here to the pistons, this is piston number 4. Let me just check. Yeah, this is piston number 4. The bearings in it as well looks really good as well. I don't really see any wear or tear or any funny things, so I really do believe I can reuse them. And then this is what the piston itself look like. Let me just turn it slowly. There's a few scrape marks on it. I'm not sure where it's coming from. I don't think it's gonna do any funny business. Let me just show you a bit more. And then yeah, as well, like I said guys, I don't know if I can reuse the piston rings as it is. If I can, I will be starting to put it back, just clean the block a bit, repaint everything that I want repainted, clean everything that I want repainted, and then it should look sharp. But like I said, I don't know if I can reuse the piston rings. If I can, even the oil seal, then I will be starting putting it back. But this is number 4, the one I don't really have problems with. Then we go down to piston number 3. Yeah, I've got piston number 3, like I've mentioned as well. Few scrape marks on the sides. I don't know if there's going to be any problems. I don't know what's. Oh, that's just a bit of dirt. Never mind. Okay, there's the pistons. Like I said, I don't see anything funny, just a few scrape marks. I do believe I can reuse the piston again. Obviously I will clean it before I put it back. But yeah, piston number 3 as well looks good to me. Then I go down to piston number 2. Here we go. Piston number 2. Let me just show you around again. Like I mentioned, a few scrape marks. Like I said, I'm not sure where it's coming from. Maybe you guys can inform me in the notifications or in the comment section, so I can go and read there. Piston number 2 as well, it's fine. A bit of what do you call it, detonation as well, as you can see here on the sides. We just zoom it like that. There you go. Not too much damage on top as well. I can maybe just get some remove some of this with a wool or something, some sanding paper or something, I don't know, just to get rid of that rough edges. And then yeah, that's number 2. And then we've got finally number 1, the one I was mostly stressed about. Like I said again, bearings is fine, nothing weird, nothing funny. Does look like it was wearing it there a bit, but still looks good. but yeah, like I said, I was stressed about maybe I broke a piece of the piston between one of the rings, but let me just show you around quickly real slow, because this is the one that's got the most damage. Just go around slowly. Nothing really too bad, too hectic. The piston is intact, it's nothing dangerous, but now, like I said, the most damage is on top of the piston. Like I said, I can also maybe use some sanding paper as well, just to remove the top of the damaged parts. But like I said, guys, I don't know if I can reuse this, the rings. If I can, it would be really great for me to use it. I mean, then it's gonna be much better on the budget as well, because of obviously then I don't need to replace the pistons. Then I can basically just clean up the block and put everything back, and maybe put the block back in the car as well. But yeah, let me know, guys, in the comment section, please, if I can reuse these rings, yes or no. If it's safe to use them. I'm not gonna boost too much, maybe about 15 to 20 psi. Like I said, maybe 8 to 1 bar, 8.8 bar to maybe 1 bar boost, if it's gonna be fine to reuse those rings. And then I've mentioned what I need to do with the head as well. And then if there is someone that's got some torque specs on the block and on the head as well, please inform me in the notification so I can get you on via email or something, any social media platform, so I can get all of you, so I can get that specs, and then it will be much easier for me to torque everything up according to spec as well. But yeah, guys, I am working in the dark once again. As you can see, it's really dark outside. So yeah, guys, this is gonna be it for this video. I mean, we've been waiting a really long time to see what the damage is with the engine, but at least it's not as much as we thought at all. But yeah, if there's someone of you that's got engineering shop, maybe in Witbank, preferably, I mean, it would be much easier for me, that will be able to assist me. That would be really awesome. But otherwise, like I said, I'll get some prizes and see what they can do for me, and then we can start putting it back together. But yes, the head I know I have to go and take it so they can receive the valves, and as well so that they can skim the block as well, not too much. And then from there, obviously, we have to buy a new head gasket as well. I'm not sure where I'm gonna find it. Maybe I'll let them make me one. Yeah, we'll see, guys. We'll see what we can do, but at least now we know the damage of the engine. Okay, we still don't know if we've bent a valve, but we'll find that out once we send it to engineering shop. Yeah, if you guys watched the full video, thank you really very much. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate your support as well, especially the guys that's leaving the nice comments, good comments, and really giving good information as well. That's really assisting me with the build. Thank you really much. Especially I want to thank one of my friends, Eugene, as well. He's been a big part of this Nissan of mine as well. He's been assisting me with hands wherever he can. So I want to give a big thanks to him as well. And then yeah, guys, that's it. Thank you for watching, and then don't forget, please like, comment and subscribe. Then I'll see you guys on the next video. Enjoy. God bless. Cheers.